Okay, here we go. So first of all, let me talk to you about myself. My name is Maggie Argot. I am a teacher. I'm Mexican. I work for Ilse, and I am very happy to be with you. So, what about you, Nancy?
My name is Nancy Sotomayor. I am a nutritionist, teacher at the Universidad Autónoma del Estado de México.
YM, excellent.
Yes.
Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you very much, Nancy. Okay, so what about you, Omar? How are you?
Fine, thanks. Good night.
Good evening. Talk to us about yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, where you are from.
Sure. My name is Omar. I'm a lawyer, and I'm studying politics and social projects.
Wow.
So, and also English.
And English too. Yes, that's
Yes.
it. You know what? I want to welcome you too to the class. Of course, we are not going to be the only ones. I guess that in a couple of minutes we are going to have lots of people waiting to enter to the class, and so we are going to not to be alone. All right. So guess what? Today we are going to talk about something so nice. We are going to talk about holidays and traditions. All right, so here we go. The first activity is that, please, I would like you to describe any picture that you select, any that you choose. For example, here we have picture number 1. Here we have picture number 2. And here we are, number 3. And finally, number 4. All right? It is not necessary to do a very complicated explanation, not a very long description, but any picture, any one that you select. Okay, so why don't we start with you, Nancy?
Okay, yes. I choose only one?
Yes.
Of the pictures?
This one.
Well, I like the picture 3.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that it's a family, maybe Japanese family. They have maybe a lunch or breakfast. I think maybe the family is maybe it's some special food. Maybe it's a special day. I don't know, maybe a birthday or I don't know.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Nancy. Okay, so Omar, what about you? Which one do you select?
Maybe the number 4. Okay.
All right. Yes.
Well, I see some. It's like Easter eggs, colored eggs with flowers. I think it's something like Thai eggs, and I suppose it is something for para decorar.
Aha, like decoration.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yes, I think so.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, those are very nice traditions. I think that all of them are very interesting and all of them are very important for their society. Okay, so let's go to the next image. No, I'm sorry. Now we are going to answer to this question. The first one. Can you mention and explain any tradition in your hometown or in a place that you know? It could be a Mexican tradition or any Japanese, Italian, any that you would like to explain. What about you, Nancy?
Um, for example, in Mexico, we celebrate the September the I don't know how I say este, Independence Day.
That's it. Very good.
The Independence Day, and it's a very important date for us. We make decoration with flags and many things, papel picado, hats and rebozos. I like this celebration because the people in this month the people are very happy, and for me it's a good day.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Nancy. Omar, what about you? Omar, hello. Omar, are you there?
Are you listening to me?
Yes, we can listen to you.
Hello, hello.
Yes, we can listen to you.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes I can listen you, so I think this is something with internet connection. But okay, I'll tell you my tradition in my hometown. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about the it's like the ghost days. This is in November 1st and 2nd. They're the ghost of the family ancestors that already passed away go down to the earth of the life people, and they used to conviving with the family and the living ones and missing them
Yep, they
with
share.
breath. Yes, they share with the lives the people with life share the favorite food of the dead people to remember them and try to say they still love him. They still love them.
Hey, that's great.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, now let's go to another image. Here we are. So look at this. The question is, do you consider that the traditions are important in the social life of any country? What do you think about this, Omar?
I think it's really important in social life because the ancestors and all the story of a country or a place is It's part of the identity of the territory. So with these traditions, las costumbres still
The uses?
the uses still alive and don't die.
Yeah, that's it. Excellent. Thank you very much. Nancy, what do you think about this?
Well, I agree with Omar because the costumes are important to many countries or groups of persons because uh, because the traditions it's how does it say estilo o una forma para convivir,
A lifestyle.
a lifestyle.
Yes.
Is the traditions are the mm, the traditions I think how I say my that I think
My opinion?
no, I think that the traditions make that the people lo que quiero decir es que las tradiciones las podemos compartir entre diferentes países, o sea, que la gente conozca.
Ajá, we can share.
Okay, we can share.
Ajá, or traditions.
We can share of traditions.
Or a tradition, nuestras.
Our traditions, yes. And now with the internet, it's more easy or no, easier.
Yeah, easier.
Easier that the people can that the people know about the traditions, and maybe we can understand all some traditions that maybe don't make in our traditions. No sé si me expliqué.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I understand that we can not only share our traditions, but help people to know what we feel, what we do.
Yes.
That's beautiful. All right, thank you very much. Now, look at this. What we are going to do now is that, Omar, you are going to talk to Nancy about any of these pictures. You are going to be supposedly traveling to any of these places, and you are going to tell Nancy, guess what? I went to Japan and I was in a traditional wedding ceremony and I saw, etc. All right?
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay, Nancy, right?
Yes.
Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Opar.
Well, I traveled to Japan last week, and that was amazing because the culture is really different. In Mexico, we got a lot of tequila, but there are a lot of sake. So
okay.
we party. The people use ceremonial dresses, and they are really polite, and but also they have a lot of pop culture like anime and cartoons, manga, comics. So it's a great country, and I like to return someday.
Okay, and you have many friends in Japan?
Yeah, sure, a lot of friends, but I really don't understand them because I I'm learning English, so Japanese still need to wait a little bit more.
Okay.
All right,
Step by
thank
step.
you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's welcome Isaac. Isaac, how are you?
Hi, fine teacher. I'm fine. This is my first class in the level B2, I think.
This is B1.
We B1. Okay, yes, yes, yes.
It's okay. Hey, welcome. You know what? Today we are talking about traditions, and I think that it's going to be a nice session. Well, first of all, I would like you to introduce yourself with your peers so that we know who you are, what you do, where you're from.
Okay. Mm, I'm Isaac, and um, uh, I don't understand the question. I think I must to speak about me. Or?
Yes, introduce yourself.
Okay. Yes, I am Isaac, and I'm from Mexico, but actually I live in Canada. I live in Quebec. In Quebec, the people speak French, and in another territories of Canada, I speak English. And in this case, I'm learning French and English also, and sometimes response in French or English or in Spanish. But I think that I try to assist at all the classes because I think that is important for my formation.
Yeah, for your preparedness. Tell me, Isaac, what time is it there?
Okay, I have six months in Canada, and I want to stay a long time, maybe a few years.
Okay, pretty good. And so here in Mexico City, it is 10 p.m. What time is in Canada, in Quebec?
Okay. Yes, in Canada, in Quebec, have 1 hour more than Mexico City.
My, so for you, it is almost 11. You are going to finish almost to 12 a.m.
Yes, I
Hey,
think in the Tuesday.
it's a great effort what you do.
Yes, yes, I need to do a small effort for my formation because I want to speak a better English, and I think that this is the correct place for that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Yes, you know what? Practice is going to help you so much to be more fluent
Okay,
and accurate. So it's going to be good. Welcome.
thank you, teacher.
All right. So we were talking about traditions. So Nancy, please do me a favor. Now you are going to talk to Isaac and tell him that you were in, I don't know, maybe in India or in Ghana, Russia, or maybe in Israel, and you're going to talk to him about something that you saw. All right?
Okay. Yeah. I choose the country.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, um, I choose India.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, India is India have a culture very interesting because they have they consider that meditation is important, and they have I don't know, maybe gods. Uh, they have um, a mm, I think mm, they have a philosophy of the life in the spirit, and the material things, it's a second place. And I think that in some festivals or special days, it's similar in that in Mexico. The Indian and the Mexican have or use colors and music. The people is very happy, and I don't know, the food it's similar about the I
Species.
don't know,
Species.
species, and the food, it's they use and also they use the chilies. I don't know.
All right,
Mm,
thank you. Yes?
no, yeah, it's.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Isaac, some questions for Nancy?
Okay. Okay. Questions about the Indian culture.
Yeah, about what she said.
Okay. Mm, only. Okay. Mm, I. mm, I need to ask about the theme or the.
Yes, about the topic that she was talking about, maybe about Hindu culture.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Nancy. Tell me about a little bit more about the religion in the India
about the what? Sorry.
religion. The religion.
Mm, okay. The Indian they give a special place to the soul. Um, uh, um, they work with the meditation, and um, they have different Buddhas,
Okay.
and they have respect with the person, animals, and um, mm, I don't know. Seres vivos is living
Alive. Alive being.
Alive being?
Yes.
Okay. And I think that the religion is these things are important.
Okay. Okay, Nancy, thank you. And what do you think that are the similar things that you said about India and Mexico?
Uh,
Yeah, the similar things. Do you think that have similar things between Mexico and India?
uh, um, Omar said about the the ghost day, and the to in Indian is I think that it's similar because the people never die, or the because the soul is in another eh, ¿cómo puedo decir en otro plano? O en
Dimension.
yes, thank you. In other dimension, and in Mexico, it's similar. The people uh, is in other dimension, and it's I think that this similar Indian and Mexican about to the die.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So we are going to welcome now to Danny. Danny, how are you? Hello, Danny. Maybe Danny is having problems with the microphones. All right, so what we are going to do now is Isaac, please. Now you are going to talk to Omar about any tradition that you saw. Maybe, well, you are in Canada. Have you seen something different?
Yes.
Things that we do here?
Yeah, I'm in Quebec. I can say about Quebec the religion. For example, Quebec is in the past was a very religious place, but actually I think that the people don't don't think or don't believe in a religion. Maybe for the modern kind of life, I don't know. Compared by Mexico, in Canada don't believe in a good. And um, Canada is a multicultural place because have a lot of immigrants like me, and for whatever part of the world, Asia, Africa, South America, um, maybe Europa, Europeans, and have a different traditions. Like, for example, in Quebec, the the city was or have a French influence because at the past the French um, French conquest the place and put your traditions here.
Yeah, their characteristics.
Okay, the
Thank
characteristics.
you. Yeah, thank you very much. So,
Yeah.
Omar, questions for Isaac?
Sure, yes. I want to know what he thinks about the economical politics and the working culture in Canada. What's the difference between Canada and Mexico in that topics?
Okay. I want to start with the economical. In the economical aspect or economical subject, I think that have some difference. In fact, here you work by hour. For example, you receive a pay for the total amount of hours per week, and you have a rest for example, you work maybe 2 hours and receive 15 minutes for take a break. And here it's not necessary for the company that give you the equipment for your work. In Canada, you need to buy your own uniform, your own shoes, and in the cultural, I think I have a big surprise about that because here I think that have very good very good customs or traditions because here I think that the people true in the another people. For example, when I arrived here, I use a glove because have a snow, and I lost my gloves near the first day, and and these days I saw in the street different things in the trees or in a poles in the sidewalk that maybe wait for your owner, and I think okay, maybe I found my gloves in the street and return for the same way, and I found my gloves in the street, and someone puts in a secure place for your real owner take it. And another things that, for example, here the the children go along for the school. For example, children for 5 years or 6 years take the bus and go for the school, and the persons walking in the street and in the night and don't happen nothing. It's a very secure place. And for okay,
Great.
another for my big impressions was the bank. In um, the bank is a place similar to Liverpool, Liverpool store in Mexico. Don't have security
Yes.
glass, don't have police. No, it's a regular store. For me, was very impressive.
Wow.
Wow, that was so impressive.
Yeah,
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so you know what? I would like to uh, I would like you to talk about this question, the importance that traditions can have in the social life of any country. What do you think about this, Nancy?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Uh-huh.
Nancy, do you consider that traditions are important in the social life of any country?
Mm, yes, I think mm, that the traditions are important because if the countries don't have traditions, they don't have the identity or um, maybe um, the people um, um, mm, the people should know the past, um, el origen,
The origin.
the origin about how the countries built. I don't know. I think it's
All right, thank you very much, Nancy. Nancy, please tell me, who's your victim? Who is going to answer this question now, Isel or Omar? Nancy, hello.
so. I have a problem with the audio. I can hear. Can you repeat, please?
Oh, yes, of course, don't
Yes.
worry. Who's next, Omar or Isaac?
Omar.
Thank you.
Yes, I have to answer the same question, right?
Yes, please.
Well, I think that the traditions are important because a part of the history of a place can be reflected with one tradition. And also there are places that start with one tradition, then there'll be conquer another culture. And I think that like the Rome, Italy culture and traditions that and copy somewhat of the Greek culture, and they they are really rich in these things like sculptures, mm, buildings, and all this stuff. I work in an electoral court, and there we can see a lot of elections with a system of indigenous traditions of voting. There are different in the normal system. We know there were no votes in the paper. There are sometimes they only raise them hands or in the blackboard. They count the number of hands, and so they say, "Well done. Well, the next governor is this one. Have a lot of votes." So that is a regular system they use. So traditions are really important, and I think that Mexico have is one of the most cultural este, countries in the world. So it's really nice all this.
Wow, that's interesting. Thank you. Okay, so next, let's talk with Isaac about this same question.
Okay, teacher. I think that the traditions are a very important part of the society or or of the country because the traditions are the identity or maybe mm, create a special style life for the population or for the people in the country and maybe in the world have the different cultures. And I think that for me is very important to respect the cultures of the different um, the different groups in the world and preserve our 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 traditions.
Hey, that's great. Excellent. You mentioned something so important, the respect and preservation of the traditions. That's great. All
Yeah.
right, thank you very much. Now let's go to the last image. Here we are. Here we have some Mexican traditions, and I would like you
Okay.
to talk to your peers about what is your favorite tradition in Mexico. So, what about you? Well, let's welcome Carol. Carol, how are you? Carolina, hello.
don't have the microphone active.
Aha,
Yes.
she doesn't have. Okay, so let's try to do it. No, I can't. I'm trying to activate her microphone, but no, she has to do it. All right, whenever she has the microphone active, we are going to ask to her to participate. All right, so the question is this. What is your favorite Mexican tradition? Why don't you, Omar, talk to us about this?
Sure. Well, my when I was a child, I loved the rockets and these things that explode in the sky. But now I'm older. I know they are not really good for the environment and the dogs and animals with sensible ears. So I changed my favorite tradition. Now I think so is there is one thing I think is the best thing about Mexico, and it's the music. I really like the mariachi, and no a lot of people know this, but this the style of vocals in mariachi are really operatic ones. So I really enjoy listening a good one mariachi group.
Hey, that's it. That's very good. Well, in other parts of the world, they call mariachi band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do. It sounds like fun, but yes, they do. It's a mariachi band. All
Sure.
right. And is there anything that you would like to modify about the traditions?
Sorry, can you repeat me the question?
Yeah, is there anything that you would like to modify about the
Um,
traditions?
sure. I think so. I think that all these the Mexicans are really euphoric when they celebrate and then they get drunk. And I think it's really dangerous when people drive in that condition. So I think I like to modify that one.
Excellent.
The
Thank you.
problem.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Omar, thank you very much. Who's your victim?
Nancy.
Thank you.
Okay. About what is my favorite tradition?
Yes, please.
Um, the Independence Day, all the September month, I like because I like to see the traditional dances and the the typical costumes is that is
Custom.
typical costumes.
Yeah.
Okay, because are multicolor and I like the parties, the food. Uh, the food is I like pozole, tacos, atole, tamales, and it's an important month for me. It's all the month. It's a party, a big party.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Is there anything that you would like to modify about this celebration?
Mm, maybe the excess. I agree with Omar. For example, the the alcohol and when the people have something that don't have to do. For example, eh, los huevos con harina, aventar y eso.
To throw eggs on the
Uh,
floor.
to throw
Eggs
eggs,
with
eggs.
flour.
If,
Eggs
can
with
you can you repeat, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Eggs with flour.
Eggs with flour.
Aha, yes.
Ah, when the people eh, um, how do you say golpear is
Heat.
when the people hit to the other person or I change these things in the celebration, for example.
Okay, thank you very much. Isaac, what about you?
Okay, if you the next day, I like the next day because I think that is a unique tradition in the world, and I like the the things that offer for the person that did, and I like that is are okay. They are day for celebrate for remember your relatives. Um, I like to eat the date's bread and the chocolate.
Wow, delicious. But how well you are in Canada? So how do they celebrate there?
Maybe will be will be possible because here don't celebrate the Dead Day, only celebrate Halloween, and in the place that I live don't have a lot of Mexican stores. It's difficult to find the things that normally you eat in Mexico.
Yes, that's it. And don't you feel a little like melancholic about these celebrations?
Sometimes yes, because it's you feel you feel a feeling mm, because you are very far from your place of origin or your country, and sometimes you need to to try stay to stay good because it's I don't I think that is not a good option. The melancholy.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. Okay, thank you very much. Look at this. We are going to go to the final part of the class.
Yeah.
So I want you three to interact for organizing a party or a celebration. So you are going to agree to disagree, what you need, when you are going to do it, who you are going to invite to, how much you are going to spend, what you are going to eat, what you are going to drink, what to do, what not to do. The topic is the Mexican Independence Day celebration. All right?
Okay. Perfect. Uh, in this case, we need to organize a party. Hello, Mark, Nancy.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that we have different options. One of them is maybe organize a self-service party. I think that all of us we can bring things and maybe when have all of them organized and start the party, or if you if you want we can organize a very strict party like maybe what will be the food will be the drink. I don't know, what do you think about that?
Great. And what about dancing?
Okay.
They're in Canada.
Okay.
Are you dancing Mexican style or what? What
Yes,
about?
in Canada. I think that the ice affect the Canadians, the Canadian population because here are very, very bored. Uh, I maybe we need to do the party like a Mexican. Yes.
There's only one Mexico, right?
Uh, mm, um, no, no, no.
I got one friend who go to Canada for 6 months.
No, not really. But here I found Mexicans and I try to maintain a communication.
Sure. So
Yeah,
all the
because
Mexican go unite and party together.
yes, yes, we can start the party with Mexicans and maybe invite another persons. Maybe I think that will be better that organize the party in your house. What do you think about that? I think.
Great. Well, here in Mexico, we, my family and me used to
Yeah.
go to my mother's house or my grandma's house.
Okay.
And there we eat a lot of Mexican food. You know, pambazos, tortas, tacos, tamales, all
Okay.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
Very
And
good.
I suppose must be difficult for you, be far from your earth and for your land and missing all these things. But
Yeah.
I'm sure the sacrifice is good because
Yeah. It's
there
one
is
of the
a
sacrifice.
better style of life.
Yes, a little bit better, but actually, I eat only healthy food. In Canada, don't. It's very difficult to find the fatty food like a Mexican with all the flavor. Here, the food don't have a real flavor, but don't the Mexican flavor that it's better.
You really miss a good ones chicharrones.
Yes, I miss it. Yeah, really.
What about you, Nancy? How do you
Um,
celebrate?
okay, in my case, we organize the party at night with my family, and we saw the grito
Oh yes.
on television, and
The scream sounds really strange. I
yes,
hear the scream.
Well, it is a shout, a shout,
The
screaming.
shout. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
when you are terrified, when you are scared, then you scream.
Okay.
And
okay.
when you want somebody to listen, then you shout.
So you shout in September and you scream in October 31, right?
Excellent. That's
yes.
it.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't know, maybe this in the next week, my mom prepared the tamales, atole.
Wow.
Yes, because some for example, my father and me and my brother-in-law don't have a big dinner, uh, but the music is important to celebrate this night.
What kind of music you listen in the date?
Mariachi and marimba, guapangos.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Invite us. We can
Yes,
we can practice English while we're eating the delicious tamales from your mom.
yes. My mom prepared tamales canarios, very delicious. Yes.
What is Canarios? I hope there got no birds or something like that.
No. It's only for the color.
Okay.
Yes. The tamales are prepared with the rice. Um, uh, Harina is
Flour.
flour, the rice flour, and um, how do you say pasas?
Raisins.
How?
Raisins.
Raisins and butter.
Wow.
Yes,
Delicious.
yes.
Sweet.
If you can, well, it's all invite in the father's house.
Thank you.
Let me ask a permission for my wife because I don't think she'll let me go.
Ah, with your wife and your friends and
Okay.
all people are invited.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. You know what? That was wonderful. I think that not only to practice English, but also to talk about some other traditions, to talk about some ways that we celebrate. That's wonderful. Okay. Well, you know what? We have already finished today's class. So I don't know if you have any question or any commentary.
Not for all.
No.
Thank you very much, teacher Maggie.
Thank
Really
you.
patient and a great teacher, really.
Oh,
And about Isaac, it's really late in your country, so go to sleep. Hurry up.
yeah, that's it. A great effort. Thank you very much. You know what? You are very good students. I like very much how you enjoy to be talking and to be expressing your ideas, practicing English. That's wonderful. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Will be better.
Yeah, you are going to improve
sure.
very soon.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much and have a very good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.